Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. Thought I would do a nice chatty stream as we all get ready for, the big turkey day.
Wasn't
You
that so
know,
big turkey?
that's the big turkey day as my mom just quipped. Hope you guys are gonna have a fun Thanksgiving this year. And I hope you guys have a happy holiday season as we go into that time and place. So I thought I'd have like a little chat thing to have people come on if they want and just talk and shoot the breeze and kill time as we wait for everything to get done. My mother is like looking for all of her Thanksgiving Bon Appetits for recipes for last second stuff. Mom,
Just the gravy.
no, it's just the gravy. Um, so yeah, we've been cooking for the last few days. Well, my mom's been cooking. I've been, you know, chief, bottle washer as things have been going on throughout the day and days. And it's been a multi-day process for relatively humble Thanksgiving this year. Though every day we do it as um, a humble thanks. Well, usually we have more stuff this year because we also usually have more people. This year, just me and my folks, and so we're just going to have turkey, a stuffing equivalent because my mom decided to make this savory stuffing like tart instead, which is her different take on her usual savory bread pudding. We have Brussels sprouts. We have rolls. My sister's making cranberry sauce and pie, and well, not pie, apple dumplings. And then we're going to do a food exchange so everyone has the food, and so some of the labor is divided, and so everyone can have the food at their separate home and apartment, respectively. So yeah, if you guys want to come on in and just chat on this lovely Thanksgiving morning, just let me know, and I'll send you the chat link right away. Also, major news today. My editor on American Dreams, Sean Colvin, has unleashed her Kickstarter for her graphic novel Beautiful Soldiers this morning, and it's already at over an eighth of the way to the goal, which is really awesome. It's been like going on for like maybe 2 hours. It's already at like 1,500. So it's really cool, and I really hope you guys back it because it's going to be a really awesome book. I'll put the link in the comments. Hopefully, it will also show up in my Facebook feed because I'm streaming to my profile on the American Dreams page. I'm gonna also send it in here. Let's see if God's buzzing me right now. So yeah, it's a quiet day. And I got things I want to do this holiday season, which unfortunately we can't do due to COVID. I was going to go to Midtown Comics tomorrow for just a browse, and then it was wisely pointed out to me not the best thing to do, just to be on the safe side. So I did a little online shopping today for something. Speaking of things and or comic related, I started thinking of late of a holiday classic, A Christmas Carol. Now you might be thinking, why does a Jew enjoy the Christmas Carol? A Christmas Carol. Well, it's just one of those stories I've always been fascinated with. I think starting with the Muppet version, I saw the big Broadway version. They had used to have a Madison Square Garden when I was a kid. I then attempted to replicate it at my great uncle's Christmas party that year, to very mixed results. And I just always enjoyed it. Oh, also because I had a Catholic great uncle who married my grandmother's little sister many, 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 many moons ago, starting interfaith marriages in my family. And so I always got to celebrate Christmas until my great uncle died. So in many ways, going to do a Christmas carol in some format is kind of connecting back to him. And it's just also a story I really love. It's a story of redemption. It's a story of cheer. It's also a story of saying, this is the reason, real reason, not religion, not the toys, but doing best for your fellow man. That's the best reward in the world. So I think if I want to do a graphic novel adaptation eventually of A Christmas Carol of some maybe watercolor-esque colors on the drawings, but that's a to be done down the line thing, just to be on the safe side. But it'll be a fun thing to do. Also, make sure to back for Sean's Kickstarter, Beautiful Soldiers, because it's a really awesome book, and you should. What else is going on? It's quiet now because feeling people are either busy cooking or they're busy sleeping in because there's no parade this year, unfortunately. It's a shame. The problem with Sean, uh, usually I'll be watching the big parade on that used to be on TV. I used to, as a kid, I talked about this the other day, but when I was a little kid, we had a family friend who lived at the start of the parade route, so we would actually go to her brownstone and watch the start of the parade from there. And it was just an amazingly fun time as a kid. But then things had to change due to events, and so we started hosting Thanksgiving here. So I started watching it on the parade route, the parade on TV when I was a kid, and then I kind of kept at it because they always do the Broadway previews on the telecast. So no, I want to see that show. I want to see that show. I really want to see that show. No problem, Andrea. It was just a fun thing to do. So you guys want to come on the chat to talk, let me know. Come on down. I'm gonna also try to link this in Twitter because I don't have it linked to my Twitter at the moment. There we go. So it's just been a fun little. I always like Thanksgiving. It's always has, I think, the best food every year. Which is Thanksgiving. Well, maybe not for the whole year because there's also Passover, and the big things we would cook for in this house is either Passover or Thanksgiving. So these are the big event holidays in my house where a lot of cooking has to be done. Right now, the house smells really, really, really good, and I wish people were here to be part of the celebration. What else is going on? I know, not the. I'm still working on this whole stream thing. I'm not the best at it yet, but I'm getting closer. I'm getting better at it. I hope. Not so good. Just in fact, sometimes I can just talk and talk and talk for a while. Yet, like putting me on front of the camera, I think a little self-conscious. If I'm just if I'm the host, if I'm a guest, I can go on and on and on, as people have seen on the chat draws and everything. So let's check out Beautiful Soldiers somewhat, shall we? Sure. Let's load this up, shall we? So, Beautiful Soldiers, currently at 1603 out of an $8,000 goal, with 39 backers ready. I was number 10. And it's basically LaShawn's take on the magical girl genre. Look at these covers. Doesn't that look great? Look at the art. Isn't it some really good art? Oh, that really is really lovely art by out of try to check the name of the artist on this Kickstarter that of LaShawn's. He's Tony Lamb or something like that. Oh, if you're retailers, you do have a deal for a retailer exclusive color and 5 copies of the book for $100. Not bad. $15 you get a digital copy. $20 you get a digital copy plus some extras. Okay, if you're the first 50 backers, you get the trade paperback for $25. For 35, you get the paperback with theme song, or another song for 35. For 45 is for 40, it's the book in a print. Iwan Nazif is the artist. My mistake. And $40 you get a print from print. 45 you get the book in a print by Canaan White. 45 you get the book and a print LaShawn did. For 50 you get the book with Marcus Williams print. For 55 you get the book in a t-shirt. For 60 you get the book in art prints. For $60 gets you another $60 gets you the book and art cards by Sanglamore. 65 gets you a printed copy and a digital copy of the book, Beautiful Soldiers, Picture Collections, Volume 1. For 75, you get the book as a hardcover, plus a digital copy of the manuscript. For $175, you get a printed copy of Beautiful Soldiers, all the prints, and both the theme songs. For 300, you get a printed copy of Beautiful Soldiers with you or your own created character on the cover. For $350, Deshawn will edit your book. And there's various add-on prints, as you can see here. These are actually some really cool prints. And here's LaShawn. She's the editor and the creator, and she's also my editor on American Dreams. Andrea Smith, who's the, I believe, is the co-editor and co-creator. And Andrea is also my co-editor, is also the co-editor on American Dreams. Henny Dennis is the associate editor. Tyrone Jackson is the associate editor of the first 2 chapters. Iwan Nazif is the artist. Sebastian Chang is the colorist. Andre Prestia is another cover artist, I think. Oh no, he's also an interior artist. Agri Karuniwan is the colorist for the first chapter. Tom Lima is the interior page artist for chapter 1. And Duke Shire is the letterer. So yeah, it's at $1,667 out of an $8,000 goal at the moment with 41 backers. And I hope you guys check it out. And if you want that early, Black Friday special, it is, which I backed it low at. There's 40 copies left at the $25 pledge level. Thanks, Morgana. So yeah, just having this nice little fun chat thing today. Kill a little time before, dinner, which will be a while because we're still cooking. So what's new? So I actually got the new morning page. I actually got the other day the pencils for the last page of issue 5, which is the last page of arc 1 of American Dreams. I'd show it to you guys, but it's a major spoiler. It's kind of our post-credits scene, and it's does it say some threads that you think I just made vanish into the ether throughout the series comes roaring right back. And here's the thing about doing, say, a comic series. You drop a thread for a little bit, but then you have to pick it back up and thread it back in. Happy Thanksgiving. Hey guys, let me know if you want to come on the stream to talk or whatnot, and I'll send you a link. No, I wish, Paige. I'm still very much a novice. I'm still figuring things out. I probably got a Twitch, like special Twitch thing I can handle on my phone too, which is kind of interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'll press the avatar to go straight to Stream Manager. Oh, there we go. That's cool. I can actually check if people go on my chat. I can actually check things. That's really cool. So So still experimenting with everything. Right now, this house smells of Brussels sprouts that have been roasted. Turkey's not in the oven quite yet, or has it just been? Oh, it is in the oven.
It is in the oven.
We have an update. It's in the oven.
Thank you. I bet all their turkeys are in the oven too.
Not everyone has a turkey, Mom.
Oh, okay, I bet their stuff is in the oven, whatever. You know.
Yeah, true. But yeah, things really. It's the thing about Thanksgiving is it's some of the best smelling food days on the planet. It's just really fun to have. But it's also a lot of work. As my mom was giving me the death glare from across the floor of the house saying, "You what work?" So yeah, it's a good day. And American Dreams is still chugging along. I just said we just got the last page of issue 5, which wraps up arc 1. And then issue 6 has been written. Issue 7 has been planned, as has 8 and 9. If they're currently approved for like 2 little mini arcs of 2 issues each. And then I have all of arc 3 already planned. So it's going to be, my idea is going to be one big arc, couple small arcs, one big arc, repeat ad nauseum. And see how it goes. There are like points in the story I do want to hit, but we'll see how I get there. Also, I have a challenge for you if you guys come on this show, or if you're watching in the chat. Who would be the best person to cook Thanksgiving dinner in the DC universe? Alfred or Ma and Pa Kent? You decide. So far, I've asked this question online. The favor seems to be everything seems to be in the favor of the Kents. To try to run a good home cooked meal, you go with the Kents. If you want something more fancy, you go with Alfred. I've kind of been happy if both the Kents and Alfred work together to make an awesome Thanksgiving meal for everyone, but that's me wanting the best of every world. Also, there's the question of so yesterday I asked people what were their indie comic pet peeves. Basically, what are those little irritating little things that have just gone you really, 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 really pissed about indie comics in general or the community, and there's some really good responses. For me, it's when people say, "Oh, the movie, game, TV show, what other ancillary product is coming out soon?" And they don't even have issue 1 out yet. And it's like jumping the gun a little, just a bit. It's like, how do I describe it? Like if a pro does it, it's probably because they have a deal with their agent that helps them get these things done. So I can't begrudge them that. If it's someone who managed to get a deal, good for them. But very often it's someone who's announcing it for the sake of announcing it, and there's nothing planned, really. Or they're jumping the gun, and they're It's like, can you get the first issue out first before you make these big plans? That being said, I do have ideas I want for a mass media adaptation of American Dreams, but I haven't gone so far to say, oh, I want this cast member or this person. I have jokingly said I want Zack Snyder to direct it, but of course people point out to me probably a bad idea unless I exert a lot more creative control. And I also have had the composers I really would like to do it, ranging from like major composers from John Williams to Alan Silvestri to more Broadway composers like Jason Robert Brown or Stephen Sondheim to something more like, or even video game composers like Nobuo Uematsu, who I really love from the Final Fantasy series for his compositions. So we got a couple options I would like to do. Like, I don't know if I would want to have American Dreams as a movie or a TV series, like a deluxe TV series. Maybe more towards the latter, just so because you can fit a lot more in it. But as a movie, I'd like to see make it like its own original standalone story and just have something in the beginning to fill in people about the background and off to the races. But yeah, it's always an interesting thing to think about. But it's like, don't put the cart before the horse. It's like, get there step by step. Put in the work. If you're lucky, you'll get a media adaptation. If you're not so lucky, it's not the worst thing in the world. But it's like, put in the work at least. That's the thing that drives me nuts. It's like when people say, "Oh, I don't need to put in the work," or "This will obviously be a movie and you should get on the ground floor." It's like, no. I don't want to like spit on, I don't want to like spit on everyone's dreams or anything because I'm being somewhat realistic here. I mean, I'd love to have an adaptation of my work, but I also understand you got to have a track record or at least a full thing to do it. Because I don't think it's very rare for the indie book where it's one issue out by a relative new company. Like, yes, that's my next film. That's not going to help because you need to have build up the fan base, as Sean Max says. Speaking of, 1 second. I will tell you myself. I have one of those moments like, ooh. So, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out timing and everything for these things, as well as I know people want to promote things more often. I just prefer to be more impromptu and off the cuff. But that's me. I reserve the right to be wrong. Which, just to be fair, I am sometimes. Speaking of Thanksgiving, what about Black Friday? Anyone else doing anything? I looked at Midtown Comics and Amazon, but I haven't just found anything that just screams at me, get. I got a couple of things off Amazon that I wanted to get, but they weren't like on special. One of them is a nice hardcover facsimile copy of A Christmas Carol because I want to use that for some research. Also, because I haven't read it in a long time, and I don't have it in a solo collection. I have it in a collection of Charles Dickens's various ghost stories, but which is, of course, it's the crown jewel of, but just having its own version, its own copy. And what else is going on? Ronald McDonald made a premiere at the somewhat condensed Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Face shield and all. So yeah, once again, and I'm kind of like trying to flail around it a little bit. So once again, hold on. Once again, Beck LaShawn's Beautiful Soldiers. If her everything should be in the link in the comments in the various platforms. So please go check it out and support LaShawn's graphic novel because it looks like it's going to be a really, really fun time. And I might stream later, so I'll see if it works then. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.